So hello everyone, actually I was making video and it got stuck. Anyways, so today we will start with combinatorics, permutation combinations basically. Okay, introduction to permutations and combinations. So it's actually a 11th standard topic, but even if you don't know, there is nothing to worry. We will start from very basic and we will go on and we will do gate questions also. So you don't have to worry even if you have not prepared it in 11th standard. So just let's take it from basic level. Okay, so let's start with in factorial. So factorial we have already seen in C programming and everything. C programming basically, recursion, I think recursion and also iterative way we have already seen. So n factorial can be written like n factorial like this, or it can be, this is just a representation how we can write. Okay, so now n factorial means what? 1 into 2 into 3 n minus 1 till n. So let's say 3 factorial, it means 1 into 2 into 3. 4 factorial means 1 into 3 into 4. Okay, so it can be written as like this, 3 factorial into 4. So you can write n factorial as n minus 1 factorial into n. Okay, so let me put a dot here. Okay, so like this, 5 factorial can be written as 1 2 3 4 5 is equals to 4 factorial into 5. See, in gate virtual calculator, factorial is there, I think. Okay, just check it out. Okay, once, because I'm not very good at calculation, so I used to do all this. So now let's see, let's take some basic thing. Okay, so like 1 factorial, it will be always 1. Okay, and 0 factorial will be always 1, and negative factorial does not exist. Okay, so negative factorial doesn't exist, and 1 factorial and 0 factorial, it will always be 1. Okay, so now very important thing. Okay, NPR, NCR, n permutations R is this, n combinations R. So permutations and combinations. See, what is permutation, what is combination, we will go in depth. Just make a note of this formula. Okay, because we will be using like a lot of times, so make a note of it, just paste it on your brain like that. So NPR is n factorial by n minus r factorial. Okay, so factorial already seen, this is NPR formula. NCR is, see, I know maybe those who have already done a lot of questions, so it may feel boring, so you can just fast forward the video. Okay, so in NCR is n, because I have to take that people don't know, so like that I'm just assuming that who doesn't know anything, we will get on to this video and can go on. Okay, so now NCR is n factorial by n minus r factorial into this r factorial. So the only difference between this and this is we are dividing NCR with r factorial. So NCR can be written it like this also, NPR divided by r factorial. Okay, so these are just some basics. We will see some properties also. Okay, let's you can make at least this part, make a note. So just don't get scared by looking all these formulas. Okay, so because this formula we have already done, so I have taken out. You don't have to remember. Okay, because I should not say it like this. You don't have to remember, because I am no person, I cannot remember formulae. Okay, so I've just taken it out. You can see, you can derive also, you can take it as x, you can find out. Okay, so by using the formula, like the previous formula, you can derive it. So I'm just reading it out once. So NCR is equals to NC n minus r. So this is a formula. Number 2, NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equals to n plus 1 CR. Okay, so next, NCR is equals to n by r into n minus 1 CR minus 1. Okay, and this formula I think it will be necessary. Okay, while doing questions it will be necessary, NCR by NCR minus 1. So try to remember this. Okay, n minus r, so this is r. Okay, I've written it like this, n minus r plus 1 divided by r. So I think you have to remember this, please remember it. Okay, and this is nc0 dot nc1 plus dot till ncn, it will give you 2 to the power n, the n. Okay, so these are some formulae we have used, we may use. So let's make a note of it, and this one at least try to remember. So now let's see a question here. So this is a good question, common type of question. Okay, so 1 factorial plus 4 factorial plus 7 factorial plus 10 factorial till 301 factorial is this. Okay, so anything, so it can be like, it can go on and everything. So it is asked that what is the last digit of this sum. So this is a sum total, so you can get a total of this. So doing manually, it will like, it's an impossible job to do while in exam. So there is a trick. Okay, so let's do this. So first is, let's see 5 factorial. What is this 5 factorial? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. If you look closely, this 2 and this 5, if you multiply, I should not write, put an arrow. So this will always give you a 10 at the end. I mean into 10 at everything. So into 10 in everything means it will be 0 at the end. Okay, so last digit will be 0 if we take this from 5 factorial onwards. So onwards and upwards, like from 5 factorial, 6 factorial, everything, it will contain this 2 and 5 will always be there, like 6 factorial. Okay, let's take 6 factorial, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. So this will be always there. So last digit will always be 0. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So from 7 factorial to till 301 factorial, well, the last digit will always be 0. So from 7 factorial to 301. But for 1 factorial and 4 factorial, we have to find it out, and it is an easy job to find out. Okay, so 1 factorial plus 4 factorial, what will be the last digit will be our answer, and it will depend on that answer, because 0 will be always from this to this, 0 is our last digit. So 1 is 1 plus 4 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. 6 4s are 24. So 1 plus 24. So this will give you 1 plus 4, last digit will give you 5. So 5 and 0. So this plus this. Okay, 5 plus 0. So this is a, so we are not calculating the whole. So not whole thing. We are calculating only the last digit. We are asked only the last digit. So it will be last digit will be 5. Okay, so from here till here we will have last digit as 0, but from this to we are getting last digit as 5. So total last digit is 5. Okay, sorry, I missed out one. We have 2 questions here. Okay, so the first part is asking last digit and second part is asking 2 last digits. Okay, so we have already seen the first only the last digit. Okay, so here we have to find out 2 last digits. So look carefully. So from 10 factorial onwards, it will contain 2 zeros. Last 2 digits will be 2 zeros. Why? 1 0 we have already seen, because of this 2 into 5 is 0. Okay, so 1 0 for this, and another 0, can you guess? So another 0 is because of 10, because 10 factorial. 10 factorial means what? 10 factorial means 1 into 2 into 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so for this 10, another 0 will come. So total 2 zeros are coming from 10 factorial to whatever it is going. So 2 zeros will come always from 10 factorial upwards. 2 zeros will come. So again it is depending on this first 3. Okay, previously it was depending on 1 factorial and 4 factorial. This now it is depending on 1 factorial, 4 factorial and 7 factorial. So just this will easy. Okay, you can just find it out. 1 means 1, 4 factorial means 24, and 7 factorial is, I've written it out, 5040, sorry, 5040. So it is coming as last 2 digit is 65. I think 5065. 65. See, you can match it out. Okay, last digit was 5 and the second last digit is 65. Say last 2 digits is 65. So last 2 digits are 6 and 5. Last 2 digits. Okay. So 65 is not the answer. Okay, so that we have just take the digit, because 65 plus everything zeros. So it will depend on this part only. From this part everything will be 2 zeros, but it will depend on this 3 numbers. These 3 factors. So it is coming as 65. I hope this is clear to you. Okay.